I'm here in the center of Hohhot, the capital of Inner Mongolia in China, and the first thing I notice, the city is empty. Coming from Shanghai and Beijing, it feels so good to finally be not surrounded by thousands of other tourists. And second of all, it's a completely different feeling here. This city didn't really feel like China. The vibe was completely different. I decided to explore and check out some of the markets. Because of the large Muslim population in Hohhot, you'll find many Muslim street food markets. There, you can find all kinds of food, like fresh and dried fruits, halal meats, and plenty of snacks. So there are some cheese pancakes or something. I'm not sure, but we're gonna try it. Really good. They also sell a variety of spices, and of course, you'll find bakeries. One unique item is the special noodles, made from oats. They are thick, and in my opinion, taste pretty good. There's also a small area with bars and nightclubs, mainly catering to mainland tourists. So, there's a little market area here. Let's see what we can buy here. People were selling different types of dried fruits. But what really caught my eye were the random things like Hannah Montana stickers, which looked like they were straight out of 2010. So there we can buy Hannah Montana stickers. Let's see what we can find in here. The market was full of interesting items. Many shops had their typical Chinese decorations, lots of red lanterns and dragons. That's where I'm gonna get my underwear. There were also plenty of toy shops selling water guns, soccer balls, hula hoops and more. For adults, you could get the classic slippers that everyone in China, including me, wears. There were even shops selling fake flowers. I decided to check out the upstairs area as well. Everything looked a bit run down and the items seemed to be of pretty low quality. I haven't seen a market like this in China before. After wandering around for a bit, I headed outside to explore some interesting looking buildings. So Inner Mongolia consists of vast grasslands, but there are also some deserts. And here behind me there's actually a statue of one of the nomadic people with their camels. Over 4 million Mongolians live here in Inner Mongolia, but the majority of the population is Han Chinese. There's also a significant number of Hui Muslims here as well. Here's a very famous mosque of Hohhot, which was built in the 1600s. I'm gonna try to go inside, however, I'm wearing shorts. So let's see if I'm even allowed in. Even though my shorts barely covered my legs, the guy at the entrance let me in, but I had to wear a covering to be more appropriately dressed before stepping inside the mosque. I've never seen a mosque like this before. The architecture was fascinating, built with black brick and topped with a crescent, moon and star. It combined Chinese and Arabic elements, making it absolutely stunning. After looking around, I left the complex and continued exploring the city. Once again, I noticed a unique blend of architectural styles. The architecture here is definitely super interesting, because we have this Arabic architecture here, combined with some Chinese elements. This city definitely does not feel Chinese. I don't feel like I'm in China anymore, even though most of the written language here is written in Mandarin. There's some Mongolian words too, but most of the written language here is Mandarin.
Of course, you can't miss the hammer and sickle.
And then over here in this little park we definitely have some Russian looking architecture. Like over here. It's a really cute park.
I've never seen communist, Arabic and Chinese architecture all in one place like here. The next day, I left Hohhot, the capital of Inner Mongolia. My next stop was Baotou, about an hour and a half train ride away. Even though it's not the capital, Baotou is the largest city in the province, with over 2.7 million people.
I'm here in Baotou, the biggest city inside of Inner Mongolia.
Baotou is known as the city of steel because many rare earth minerals are found in the area. Thanks to the mining industry, Baotou has the largest economy in Inner Mongolia and produces about 1/5 of the province's GDP. However, the city isn't very popular with tourists, and after a few minutes of walking around, I quickly realized there's not much happening here besides the mining industry.
So I think I found a little street market. Literally just people selling fruit on the side of a highway. That's some huge watermelons over there. It doesn't seem as if there's much stuff going on in the city. Maybe we can find something. So since there are not many activities here, people seem to find their own activities and start them here on the sidewalk. Hello. So these men are playing some kind of board game there.
Today, half of the world's rare earth minerals are refined here in Baotou. These elements are essential for smartphones, TVs, wind turbines and electric motors. As Western countries shift toward a greener future, Baotou's economy is growing, but not everyone benefits from this. A toxic and radioactive waste lake has formed near the industrial site, polluting the soil and groundwater. People living nearby inhale solvent vapors and coal dust, which could lead to health issues. Farmers were forced to move to the city because they could no longer grow crops in the polluted soil. However, since these former farmers are still registered as farmers in their hukou, their identity papers, they are now treated as second-class citizens.
So there's a little community park here. There are lots of people like playing table tennis, hanging out. There's some sports equipment there, like an outdoor gym. That's pretty nice. Lots of children playing. Also, everyone's like staring at me. The thing is, there's not many foreigners, if any foreigners at all, coming here to... Oh, they're playing some music over there. That's nice. I don't think there's many or any foreigners coming here to Baotou. I think I do understand why, because there's definitely not much stuff going on here. But maybe I haven't found the stuff yet, so I'll keep my hopes up and I'll keep exploring the city. And I'm not really sure what the structure is over here. It looks like a pumpkin or something, a pumpkin house that is just filled with trash now. This looks like there used to be some more things for children going on. Some carnival rides. Whoa, it's getting windy now.
Unfortunately, I didn't find anything interesting in Baotou, so I decided to head to my next destination, Ordos and the mausoleum of Genghis Khan. If you're interested, check out my next video and don't forget to subscribe.